Morning. It's time for another weekly update, and I have to say I'm feeling pretty proud of myself and slightly surprised. Um, I've lost another couple of pounds, which is great. So that's £3 in a couple of weeks. But I know that it's not just about pounds, and I know Glenn, my personal trainer, doesn't recommend that I get on the scales anyway because it's more about the inches that you lose. But what I'm particularly proud of is the fact that a couple of weeks ago, when I had my first session with Glenn, I struggled massively to get through even half an hour with him, even doing very, very simple exercises. Um, and mentally, it was a struggle as well as physically. Um, but yesterday, was my third session with Glenn. I did a solid 45 minutes, and I did it, a lot of it, without even having to think about it. It the the improvement in that short time has been quite staggering for me. Um, Glenn told me from the start that I would notice the difference, but it's all well and good when people tell you what will happen, but the proof is proof of the pudding is in the eating, as they say. Well, not that I've had any puddings, um, but to see that, even that small improvement. Yesterday morning I was doing squats with a 10 kilogram kettlebell, which 2 weeks ago, it would have had me running off screaming. But I did it, and I pushed myself through the number, the time that Glenn gave me to do it. And I think I've when I first started the idea of wanting to get fit or get fitter, um, it was the thought that it was such a long journey. It had taken me several years to get to the stage that I'm at, so clearly it wasn't going to be reversed overnight. And the thought of that journey is sometimes quite daunting for anyone who kind of knows in their head that they need to do something to lose weight or get fit. And it's that mental challenge as much as the physical challenge. But even in 2 weeks, I've seen a huge difference. And, if I've got one thing to pass on to people, it would be, don't just sit there and think about it. It might seem like the hardest thing in the world to do, but even with just a little bit of effort, you can really see some big changes. And I'm looking forward to next week. Next week I get Glenn's going to do some measurements again to see if I've actually lost anything, various parts of my body. So that'll be interesting to see. I think that will be sort of further proof that what I'm doing is the right thing. But overall, I'm feeling quite chuffed with myself, and really glad that I started this, and bring on the next week.